Okay, I want to say good morning to everyone, and I would like to say welcome to our international meet and greet first pen pal meeting today. My name is Ajuma Muhammad. I will be the program facilitator today. We have a very, very exciting program today that should prove to be very, very interesting. And I thank each and every one of you all for your cooperation. I want to give praise and honor to Almighty God for this wonderful opportunity to bring students together from Ghana, West Africa, and our students in St. Louis, Missouri, at Cardinal Ritter College Prep High School. I have a brief presentation, PowerPoint presentation that I want to share with the students in Ghana, and then we will have the introduction of the staff. And we will, phase 3 of the program will be a question and answer for the students. And the students will also make a presentation as well. So I am very, very excited about this wonderful, wonderful opportunity to bring students together. Let me make sure that I have everyone entered in the chat room, which I think I do. And so with that, I'm going to start the presentation. So again, good morning. Again, this is Ajuma Muhammad, and I am the program facilitator for today. And so the first thing I want to do is share my screen and just kind of go over everything. And then we'll get right into the meat and the potatoes of everything. Okay, so I have prepared a PowerPoint presentation for you. And so we will start today's program kind of like the way we did last time. And so the name of today's program is the International Meet and Greet Pen Pal Program for Cardinal Ritter College Prep and Eguafo-Abrem Senior High School in Ghana, West Africa. And I'd like for this to kind of be our mantra as we go forward. And it is, we stand tall. It is because we stand on the backs of those who have come before us. And this is a Yoruba proverb, and today's date is October 17th. I'm going to go over the goals. The students at Cardinal Ritter have already been exposed to these goals, and so I want to share these goals with the students in Ghana. The number one goal is to educate and empower African American and Ghanaian students with contemporary information that dismantle myths and misinformation about the other's culture. Someone has a lot of noise in the background. It sounds like they're kind of moving the chair, so just be mindful of that. Our second goal for the day is to develop academic collaboration with Ghanaian students that allow for business ideas and concepts to be discussed. It is our goal, and I hope that you as young future leaders, kings and queens, will begin to communicate and collaborate and discuss ideas, and at some point maybe engage in international business. The third goal for the day is to establish and develop virtual educational seminars that focus on cultural enrichment and empowerment. That's a nice way of saying learning about each other's culture. Our next goal is to develop a student exchange program where a designated number of students in American Ghana will attend the other country's school for a semester to better understand about cultural differences. So it's our goal to perhaps have some students from Cardinal Ritter spend a month or even a semester in Ghana, going to school there, and also having some students in Ghana come to America and spend a semester at Cardinal Ritter. Next goal, students will be encouraged to develop bi-monthly communication with each other to achieve maximum rapport with one another. Classroom teachers will organize a monthly Zoom meeting with classroom teachers in Ghana to facilitate group dialogue among students to create understanding and awareness. Students will write reports about their personal experiences of having an international pen pal and share them with the group over Zoom. And we will be doing some of that later on in the program today. I like to read this form every time we meet and greet and connect with each other. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And this poem is by Mariam Williamson. So I showed this picture here because some of the students who may speak today may actually be on this picture here. The students in Ghana, I want you to know these are some of the photos that I share with the students at Cardinal Ritter College Prep. And by the way, Cardinal Ritter College Prep is a high school in St. Louis, Missouri, in the United States, and I have a short video that's going to speak to that. But some of you who are listed, featured in this photo, may be one of the speakers, so I wanted to show you the picture. These are some students from Africa who received bicycles as a result of being a part of our program. And some of you all may be speakers as well. So I wanted you to know this is the picture that I share with the students at Cardinal Ritter in America. Okay, so this picture here is primarily for the students in Ghana, West Africa. This is what Cardinal Ritter looks like. It's a school composed of probably 98% African-American students, and maybe one of the instructors can kind of speak to the actual number, but this is what the school looks like. So remember, the students in the United States, the students in Africa have never seen Cardinal Ritter. They don't know anything about it, so this is new to them. So I wanted you all to see this visual image of what Cardinal Ritter looks like. Okay, I have a short video that I want to share with the students of Ghana about Cardinal Ritter. I pulled this off YouTube, so hopefully it fits.
School bucking the status quo tonight. Cardinal Ritter.
Let me make sure everybody can hear. Can everybody hear? Can everyone hear? Can everyone hear the video?
That question, can you hear?
We hear it fine.
Okay, great. Here we go.
College Prep is defying the odds with this viral picture. Few classrooms in the United States are led by Black men, let alone this many. At Cardinal Ritter, Black men actually make up nearly half of their staff. Only on 4 tonight, Melanie Johnson shows us how representation is transforming the lives of students.
Marvin Burks never had a Black man as his teacher until his freshman year of high school.
That was the most important point of my life, to turn it around, just to be more around male figures.
4 years later, it's these men at Cardinal Ritter, he says, changed his life.
Seeing them able to transition and, improvise and to give back to their community and people that look their color, that's amazing to me, and it's inspiring to let me know like I can be in their shoes one day.
It's just one of many stories motivating the school's Black male educators.
She gave us her baby, we nurtured him, we got him together, we brought out the greatness that was already inside of him, and now he's graduating and he's receiving a full athletic scholarship to play college basketball, and she thanks us every day.
A picture taken on the first day of school, now shared thousands of times.
I teach Black studies.
Randy Reed has been making a difference in the classroom for 32 years.
2 or 3 kids believe in leadership over the streets. That could make a huge difference.
Despite African-American men making up 2% of teachers in the U.S.
I never had a male or a Black male teacher, so when it came here, it just really meant a lot for me.
At Cardinal Ritter, it's the opposite. 40% of the staff are Black men.
There's an honor and respect for it here that just isn't in other places.
We can talk to them differently, especially as a young woman. You don't have that many male figures in your life. Like, it's a lot of things that somebody would need a father figure for growing up, and they service them.
I was in different school systems, and once I got to this school system, Cardinal Ritter, I had a better understanding of my purpose.
Not only do I love these students, but I love this mission.
A mission changing lives.
They just really motivate me to be the best.
One student at a time.
I know when I leave here, I'm going to be the best version of myself, no doubt.
Cardinal Ritter has a 100% graduation and college acceptance rate, with more than 80% of their students graduating college. The staff says it's proof that Black male teachers matter. Melanie Johnson, News 4.
Okay, I want to move to the next one. Let's see.
Lewis School bucking the
a little bit more about Cardinal
I'm Tamiko Armstead, President and CEO of Cardinal Ritter College Prep High School. Did you know that we are the very first African American co-ed college prep high school founded in this country? Today, I'd like to share with you our origin story and our dreams for the future. When Cardinal Ritter's doors opened in 1979, it was after leaders in our faith and business community asked one of the most profound questions in education. What do Black kids need? The answer was exactly the same thing all kids need. Role models who look like them so they can see success in their own image. Truth about the historical accomplishments of their forefathers and mothers. Images on the walls that are reflective of their heritage and history and culture. Faculty and staff and administrators who set high expectations. Confidence that they can be anyone they want to be. A belief that they are beautifully and wonderfully made, and a realization that they must help others less fortunate. The answer was the same that all kids need: God and love. It's this question and its subsequent answers that form the mission of faith, academic excellence, and leadership. It's this same mission that results in our students staying in college at a rate higher than all students nationally. These results aren't luck. They are built by a mission that works, that is proven to stand the test of time, and that will not break. But our work is not done. I'll give you an example. When I drive to Cardinal Ritter College Prep, there are two very different routes I can take. Each route leads to the convergence of the Del Mar Divide, where Cardinal Ritter College Prep High School sits today. It's here at Cardinal Ritter where we literally and figuratively stop the divide. We stop the divide when our students become the very best version of themselves, academically, socially, civically, physically, and emotionally, living up to their very fullest potential. We stop the divide because Cardinal Ritter has become an anchor institution in St. Louis. Thank you for stopping the divide with us. And thank you for knowing our work is not done. Over 4 decades later, we still believe the question about what Black kids need is profound and should be answered by what we offer our current students. Listen to what our students and faculty have to say.
Cardinal Ritter represents a very small family dynamic. Everyone helps each other and everyone is here to support each other.
Every day I come to Cardinal Ritter and it just feels like I'm coming to a second family here.
To me, Cardinal Ritter means family, excellence on many levels, and bonding.
I feel like Cardinal Ritter is prepping me to reach my goals or to be like what I want to be by just giving me the guidance and the family and support that I need to follow my dreams.
Just being able to see, or have an impact on youth that look like me and give them an understanding of the importance of, academics, faith development, and leadership in my life, to have that transfer from me to them, that's what shaped me a lot since I've been here.
The value of teaching at the level that we do teach at, and that it's more than just a job. I think our mission is more than just a mission. Coming here every day and seeing them still full of life, and still needing and still expecting me to be at my best definitely has changed me.
As you can see, we still believe in Black excellence. We still believe in high expectations. We still believe our students should be authentically and unapologetically true to who they are. And you, our friends and supporters, you still believe in the results of 98% graduation rates, 100% college acceptance rates, and 82% college persistence rates. You still believe Ritter is the crown jewel of the city, the school that stops the Delmar divide literally and figuratively. You still believe no one should be denied a Cardinal Ritter education because of lack of resources or the lack of the ability to pay. You still believe Cardinal Ritter will help kids become who they are destined to be. Thank you. Thank you for your support as we sustain and grow this powerful mission for decades more to come. The future of our children and our whole entire community depends on it.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, I want to show the students of Ghana. This is, well, the gentleman to the left is Dr. Shante Lyons. He's the previous principal. I just want to kind of give them a visual look of what the students at Cardinal Ritter look like. The young lady to the right here, if you see my cursor, she is the president and CEO of Cardinal Ritter. Her name is Tamika Armstead. And under her leadership, I thank her for the opportunity to create this venue for all parties involved. Here's another picture of Ritter students, what the students at Cardinal Ritter look like for our students in Ghana. You've never seen them. Here's a picture of CRCP, Cardinal Ritter College Prep women's basketball team. Okay, young ladies here play basketball. They're very athletic. Here are some of the students. I'm sorry that the picture is not crystal clear, but these are the young men who play on the basketball team. Basketball is a very popular sport in the United States. Here go Coach Reed over here to the right, and some of his teammates, and I'm not sure what year they won the championship on the photo to the left, but I wanted the students in Ghana to see some of the images and pictures and things that we do here in the United States. Okay, here's a picture of the Cardinal Ritter Gymnasium. The students in Ghana, probably many of them or most of them have never seen the gymnasium. And this is where actual basketball games are played here. Here's a young man. They have a football team. Now remember, for the students in America, when the students in Ghana, Africa, or many countries in Central and South America, when you say football, they think of, in the United States, we call it soccer, but they call it football. But this sport here, where this young man has a helmet on, is also called football in the United States. And here is a photo of the Cardinal Ritter College Prep team, which is in purple. I'm not sure what school that they're playing, but this is what the game of football looks like. So remember, this is a very new concept to the students in Ghana. Okay, I want to close this presentation out by saying, our children, you all are the future kings and queens and future leaders of tomorrow, our children of the future, and we are investing in you now. So with that being said, I'm going to cut this short presentation down, and I want to flip it to Coach Reed. Coach Reed will do a short introduction. After that, we will have Instructor Mark Kaysen. We will have Mr. Francis Mensah, who is our point of contact in Ghana. And I believe he has a French and computer scientist instructor who will also make some remarks. And then after that, we'll move on to the students. So Coach Reed, you have the floor.
Yes, greetings everyone. My name is Coach Randy Reed. I'm a former basketball coach, and I'm a teacher of Black Studies, African American Studies, and I teach a lot about ancient West Africa, the great and wonderful empires that they once had that flourished in the Middle Ages. We teach about ancient Ghana, ancient Mali, and ancient Songhai Empire. So we do have African American studies here at Cardinal Ritter. I've been teaching for going on 32 years now. I love education, and I'm going to do the best I can to advance this program, this pen pal program with the students of Ghana. My students are very, very excited to be part of this program, to learn about modern day Ghanaian and West African culture, their dance, their education, things that they like to do. It's just a lot of things that we're kind of in the dark about that we are looking so forward to learning about, me and my students. And maybe one day if this thing gets better and better, maybe we can have some students come over and be students in Ghana, and Ghana can send some students here to study at Cardinal Ritter College Prep. But we are so excited to advance this program. And thank you, Ajuma Muhammad, for everything that you're doing to bring this program to life. And we can't wait to get it started, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for a wonderful presentation, Coach Reed. Thank you very much. Mr. Mark Kaysen, you have the floor.
Okay, sorry about that. Just had to plug this in. So I'm Mark Kaysen, and I am a history and government teacher here at Cardinal Ritter. And I have worked for the last month and a half, 2 months with Ajuma in order to bring a lot of the students together in order to have them know more here at Cardinal Ritter about what it is that we're trying to accomplish with this connection between the schools. And I really am excited because the students are excited here. They want to write to the students in Ghana. They want to connect with the students in Ghana. They want to understand what's happening there, and they want the other students to know more about what's happening here in the United States. So I'm very excited about being involved in all of this. I'm also a longtime broadcaster here in St. Louis, radio and television, and I have some of my people who are really excited about bringing both the Cardinal Ritter students and the Ghana students to the airwaves here in St. Louis in order for people beyond our schools to understand more about what it is that we're trying to accomplish and about the greatness that exists among many of you students. So we're excited about this for sure.
Thank you for an excellent presentation, Mark. Coach Reed, I think your microphone has a little echo on it. You might want to...
It might be mine. So let me kill this.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, Brother Francis, you have the floor. Brother Francis and I met probably 28 years ago. He's a personal friend of mine. He's a brother. He's an outstanding community leader. He's an instructor. He's also a pastor. He is my point of contact when I come to Ghana. He never leaves my side, and he's the true brother. And so he will be our point of contact in Ghana. So, Brother Francis. Okay, did we lose him? Let me see. Okay. Francis, you need to turn your mic up. Turn your mic on. There you go.
My big bro, I'm here. Blessed good afternoon. It's good afternoon here in Ghana. I hope you are doing great.
We are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Francis Sterling Mensah. I happen to be a teacher here and a chaplain of the school. And we, the people over here in Ghana and Eguafo-Abrem Senior High, are excited to be connected with a wonderful school there in the United States. I'm glad to be part of this international and global networking. We, my students and myself, are happy because we wanted to know more of our brethren in diaspora. I teach textiles over here in the school, and I'm a passionate teacher of the law of the word of God, bringing the student to the moral standard God wants them to be. That has been my passion all these years. Want the student to morally be upright and to achieve their purpose in life. I've known my big bro, Ajuma, I normally call him big bro Ajuma, for about 26 to 30 years now. Since when I was 17 years, I met him at Slave Dungeon in West Africa, Ghana, precisely Elmina Castle, what people say. And we have been connected all these years, and he has been a wonderful brother. Therefore, we would want this connection, this friendship to continue when we are no more, generation to come. That is why we are linking those two schools together, so that our brothers in diaspora will learn more about Africa, Ghana. Then we also happen to learn about America. So life in these two different cultures. So this afternoon, we are excited to be connected with you. And we hope that we'll have a wonderful meeting. This being the first time, we want to have a wonderful meeting. And we hope very great things will come out of this meeting. We love you and want to hear more from you. That is me, Brother Francis from Ghana. God bless you.
Thank you, Brother Francis. Excellent presentation. So, Brother Francis, you have the Sister Benedicta Becco. Is she available? Brother Francis Benedicta Becco. Is she available?
Madam, no, another teacher is here. He's Isaac. There's a teacher here, Isaac. He wanted to talk. He's the one helping my ICT teacher. He's the one helping, assisting in all this arrangement. I'm gonna go ahead.
Francis, before you speak, Francis, turn your virtual background off, if you would. Can you take your virtual? Because you kind of floating in and floating out. Turn your virtual off. If you can. Okay, it looks like you got rid of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's much better.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey there, speak real loud. Speak real loud so everybody can hear you.
Okay. I'm Isaac, and I'm the ITC teacher in Eguafo-Abrem Senior High School. And I just connected with my brother Francis. And I'm happy to join your life. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that is all.
That's all. Is that a new teacher posted here in Eguafo-Abrem Senior High School? And he happens to be in charge of ICT, teaching the student the computer, because we're in a modern world. And that's what he has for us now. Maybe later. Okay, we can go ahead.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to move right along to the student presentations. So Coach Reed, your students, and the way we're going to do it, Coach Reed's student will go first, Mark Cason's student will go second, and the students from Ghana will come up third. And so each one of you all have been presented with a series of questions, and the goal was to select 5 of those questions and provide whatever kind of input or answer or response that you want in order to educate the other party or other country's school. So Coach Reed.
Okay, Ajuma.
And before the student comes up to speak, I want to thank each and every one of you all. This is a historical meeting, probably the first that I've ever heard of where students are able to connect internationally. So this is absolutely unprecedented. So you all are making history. Are they speaking yet, Coach Reed?
Hi, my name is Aaliyah, and I answered the first question of reasons I want to be a pen pal.
Can you speak real
reason
loud?
is,
Aaliyah,
oh,
Aaliyah,
the first reason is I want to learn more about West African culture. I
Aaliyah,
think the West African
can you speak
culture is
real loud?
beautiful.
I need you to speak real loud.
Okay. I think West African culture is beautiful, and I want to learn more about it, such as what food you eat, what fun activities you do, what clothes you wear, and your traditions, and more. The second reason is I want to learn how your day-to-day life is different from ours, like what you do / learn at school and what you do on your free days. Um, Another reason is I feel like having a pen pal would be interesting because we every day we get. Hold on. Anyways, I've been interested in like having a pen pal since like seventh grade because I feel like it would be interesting to have someone from a different country and being in communication with them. Um, Another one is I love meeting new people. I like how everyone is different, and that's what makes meeting new people fun. Everyone has different beliefs, fears, pet peeves, likes, and dislikes. And my last one is it's a learning opportunity. I get to learn more about the culture and expand my knowledge. This also goes with what I want to do when I'm older, and that's travel around and see the world. That's it.
That's awesome. Awesome. So, Mr. Kaysen, you have the next student. And if you would, student, when you speak very loud and make sure that your hand is not on your face when you speak. Mr. Kaysen, we can't hear you.
This is my student named Chase, and he's going to introduce himself, and he's just going to tell you briefly that he's interested in connecting with you all.
Okay, great.
I'm Chase. I think it'd be like very interesting to learn about other people's cultures and like the way that they live and go about things. Yeah.
Are you interested in how their school operates?
Yeah, that's what
Tell them.
I just said it.
No, the school.
I'm interested in how like the school operates and
Okay. Anything else, Chase?
no, not really.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank
so, Brother Francis?
Yes.
We want to hear from one of your students.
Okay.
And if you would speak real loud, speak real loud.
So I have one of my students, Genevieve. She will be introducing herself and why she wanted to have Pempa. So Genevieve, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Genevieve Bajamu, a student in Eguafo-Abrem Senior High School, a third-year student. I offer general arts as a course of study in the school. And the reason why I study this course is history, for instance, as a subject, helps students to know more about Africa and in other countries. Government, I also study government in school. It helps students to know more about their political, to know more about the political standard in our country. We study government to know more about what actually the country is in. I'd like to have a pen pal because it enables students to improve their writing skills. And it's also a form of building true friendship. Thank you. Bye.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, Coach Reed.
Juma, you need my second student?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go, Mr. Young Terrell Ramey. Let's go, young man.
Terrell, speak real loud for me too, okay?
He can do that.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Terrell Ramey, and I will be talking about some things to do in America. One of the things you can do in America, in Washington, D.C., is visit the National Museum of African American History and Culture. And this museum is important because it is the only national museum developed exclusively to the documentation of African American life, history, and culture. This museum really shows the impact that African American history has on American and world history. And the second place you can visit is California African American Museum. The California Museum is a museum you can learn about the history, art, and culture of African Americans with an emphasis on California and the Western United States. And if you're into art, you can visit the Metropos. How do you say this museum? Well, there's this very famous museum in New York City. I don't know how to quite say it. Sure. How do you say that? Metropolitan Museum of Art. This museum is the largest museum and has finest arts. It collects spans 5,000 years of world culture, from prehistory to present history parts of the globe. And now some fun things to do in America. You could visit amusement parks. I don't know if you guys have amusement parks in Ghana, but if you don't, amusement park is a place where you can ride roller coasters, rides. It has food courts. It's a really cool, fun place. And some places, Disney World. You could visit Universal Studios. Those are some places. Thank you.
Excellent presentation, young man. Excellent presentation. Okay, Mark.
The thing is here, Ajuma, is our bell is about to ring. So the kids are going to have to move on to other classes. So.
Is that all of the students or just your students?
All of them. All of them.
Oh, wow. Wow.
My students, they do theirs right away. My students.
Okay, well, we have another student that can come up and talk, though.
I still have 2 students that talk, Jim.
We still have 2.
3.
3, okay.
Okay, I certainly want to get him in. So I guess if we could move kind of expeditiously to do it before that bell rings.
Yeah.
All right. Here's our 3rd student, and we got 2 more, Jim.
Okay.
Her name is Priya Chatham.
Okay, I'm Priya, and I will be talking about how I feel about visiting other countries for a semester, and is it safe to live in America? Okay, I feel that doing a switch semester is good because I would be able to learn about Ghana's culture and how they learn in school. If Ghanaian students were to spend a semester at Cardinal Ritter, they would be able to learn true American ways and that we are not as bad as the rumors make us to be. Students will be able to go out and understand that the U.S. is actually safer than a lot of other places around the world. Yes, there are bad places and bad places that are not as safe as others, but that's everywhere. There's always going to be places that aren't safe. The world isn't going to be perfect. All in all, I think that it's an amazing idea for American and Ghanaian students to switch schools for a semester to understand each other better. And the U.S. and the U.S. has a variation of different cultures, music, and activities, as my classmate Terrell told you about. But overall, I think it is a wonderful opportunity, and I would love to be a participant in the Pen Pal program, and I really hope we can make it happen.
Excellent presentation, Priya. Coach Reed, how much time do we have for that bell ring? I hate that we're running out of time. How much time do we actually have? Let's go ahead and get another student in from Ghana.
Yeah, I have another student here. And she's Naomi. So please pay attention. Wait for Miss Naomi. Go ahead.
Hello. Hello. I'm Naomi Abua, a student of Eguafo-Abrem Senior High School, and in the final year, I offer general arts as a course of study. Econs like this help a student to broaden its mind and know more about the economy of the country. I did economics in order to be an economics in the near future to manage the economy of the country. The reason why I want to have paper is that I want to know more about life in America.
That's excellent.
Awesome. Awesome. Excellent presentation. Let's get Coach Reed. Let's get another one of your students in. Coach Reed.
Ajuma.
Are the students exchanging class?
Can you hear me, Ajuma?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ajuma.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Priya, let Coach Reed know that I can hear.
Ajuma, I have to go to my next class. I got 2 students can finish up with you.
Okay, great.
Do I need to say anything before I go? But I'm very excited, and I can't wait to advance this program and be of great assistance to motivate our students to be in this great program, sir.
Okay, awesome. I can definitely hear you. Let us hear from those 2 students.
Okay, thank you, Ajuma.
Thank you. Priya, are those other students coming up to speak? Okay, awesome. So for the students in Ghana, what they're doing is they're changing classes right now. So that's why the program is kind of being cut short a little bit. But after these 2 students present, we're going to have a couple more Ghanaian students, and then we're going to open the floor up for some questions. Go ahead. Students from Cardinal Ritter.
What's up?
I'll be right back.
So I encourage you guys to be patient with us. This is our first time doing it. So just be patient. Everything's not going to be perfect.
Okay, I'm sorry. Good morning. My name is Kingston Johnson. I wanted to talk about the life that you would experience in America. First off, in other countries, Androids are the most popular phone. But in America, iPhones aren't necessarily a necessity. Miss Reed?
Get out of here, DK.
Okay. Yeah, in America, iPhones are the most popular phone, and they're seen as pretty much a necessity. Another thing in America, we're very family oriented, especially African Americans. We tend to hang around with our families a lot, which can be hard because some people work a lot in America. You can't not go a day without working for some people just because of how much a necessity money is in America. But other than that, we're very family oriented, and we do spend a lot of time with our family going to gatherings, as there are a lot of things to do in America that Terrell Ramey earlier discussed. Other things that happen in America, there can be some challenges that you might experience. Like I said, people work a lot, so it can be hard for people to spend time with their family just because of how much they work. But other than that, there isn't much problem. Also in America, life is pretty much easy. It's simple and easy. You could get a high paying job. You could be very successful without much or little to none education at all. And in fact, oftentimes people without an education can make more money than someone who spends years in college just because of how plentiful jobs are in America. if you think it, you could get paid to do it. And that's kind of how our economy works. In fact, America has one of the most powerful economies out of all the countries in the world. Um, and that's pretty much all I have so far. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Kingston. Let's hear from the other student from Cardinal Ritter, and then we'll bring in the student from Ghana. Is that you, Paulina?
Hi, I'm Paulina. I'll be answering question 9. If I'm an African American student, what have I been taught about Africa?
Kingston, let Paulina know her connection is really bad. I'm gonna mute her for now.
Before I came to Cardinal Ritter, I was not taught much about Africa. When I was taught about
Kingston,
Africa, we mainly
let Paulina know that her connection is really, really bad.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to a Ghanaian student, then we'll come back to her.
She'll just
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So I'll start over. Before I came to Cardinal Ritter, I was not taught much about Africa. When I was taught about Africa, we mainly only focused on slavery, how poor Africa is, and bad things that happened in Africa. When I got to Cardinal Ritter, I learned more about the beauty of Africa and came to appreciate it more. I've learned about some of the greatest ancient African kingdoms like ancient Ghana, ancient Mali, and ancient Songhai. I've learned that at one point in time, Africa was a center of education, trade, and had the best armies. Africa held the best of the best and has contributed to many of the things we do as African Americans today. I am very thankful to get the opportunity to meet and bond with Ghanaian students to learn more about their culture and their life in Africa.
Excellent presentation, young lady. Excellent, excellent. So let's hear from probably the last two Ghanaian students, and then we're going to kind of open the floor up, and then we'll try to wrap everything up in the next maybe 10 minutes. And so
we have to go now. Thank you
you
for
have
this.
to leave. Oh my goodness, wow. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, we hate that you have to go. So are all of the students at Cardinal Ritter, all of you all have to go?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have to come back then. Okay, no problem. No problem.
Thank you.
Well, it was nice meeting you, and we'll get everything set up, okay?
Okay, thank you.
See you later. Francis, is it possible to still hear from the other two students who were prepared to do a presentation? I said, is it possible to still hear from the other two students who were going to do a presentation?
Yeah, they are here.
Okay, go ahead. I want to hear.
Can I speak?
Yes, please.
Okay, I have Mary over here, and she is here to talk. So Mary, go ahead. They are there listening to you.
Yeah, I'm Mary Pete, and I'm a home econ student, clothing as a course. I like fashion, and I want to become a fashion designer in the future, so I can learn more about that people wear so different types of styles. Yeah, I like this paper so that I can connect to people outside and learn more about the clothes they wear, how they design it. That's how I want to be part. That's why I want to be part of this paper.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, anything else you want to share?
Yes, come here. Come fast. You have another student here to talk. Okay.
Hi, I'm Tabitha AC Jackson. I'm Eguafo-Abrem Senior High.
Speak louder. Speak louder.
I offer GIAT as a course. And my electives are literature, government history, and women. As my sister said, studying literature helps to know history about African and Chinese things. And I want to become a journalist in the future. I'm interested in this pen pal because I would like to travel to many countries to present my news and please, if I may ask, what are some things to do if I visit America?
What was the question?
She has a question. She said, what are some of the things that she can do, the daily life of people in America? What are some of the things that she can do once she visits, she had fortunate to visit America?
That's a great question. I would like some of the students from Cardinal Ritter to answer that, but at this time they had to run and go to another class. But there are many things that a student can do from Ghana. Students in America play a lot of video games. They play on different athletic teams. They play basketball, they play football, they play volleyball, they play golf, they play many different sports. Some students play chess. And so there are many activities and things for young people to do when they do come to America. So I really hate that our future leaders didn't get an opportunity to kind of ask each other questions. Unfortunately, they had to run to class, so we'll have to do this again. But I want to thank each and every one of you all for participating in the International Pen Pal program. At some point, we will pair each student with a student from Ghana, and your job will be to communicate with your pen pal in America and to develop a relationship. And probably every 2 months or 3 months, we'll have a really big meeting with maybe 100 or more students on the Zoom call, so that you all could see that we're very serious and we're committed to building a relationship with the students in Ghana. So let me answer any questions that a student may have, since the other students from Cardinal Ritter had to leave. Are there any students who would like to ask a question or make a statement?
Yeah, there are some students who wanted to ask a question so that you have a view of life in America and be able to have that one occupy their mind, so that in case they have chance to travel to America, they would have adjusted before coming there. So you know, students have a question. I have some students have a question. Yeah, I have Mary. She has a question for. So Mary, ask a question boldly. Ask a question.
What do teenagers do with their spare time in America?
What do teenagers do? Teenagers in America?
Their spare time in America, leisure time.
Yeah. So she asked the question, what do teenagers do in America? Teenagers go to the movies to watch action movies at the movie theater. They spend a lot of time on their telephone texting each other. They participate in various sports. Many of them play basketball and football, baseball, volleyball, a number of different sports. They spend time together at parties and things like that. So they do a lot of things that teenagers do, but mainly they spend a lot of time playing video games and on their telephones.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. So some students there, they do a lot of this kind of video games. So I wanted to ask some students have other questions. Any student have a question to ask? If you have a question, you can feel free and ask questions. Those students over the day, because it is raining over there, they have to go and leave. So we'll have another over. If you have a question, feel free to ask. There's another student here. She has a question. Feel free and ask.
Hello, I'm Mama Carolina. Hello.
Go ahead. You speak.
Speak real loud.
I'm Mama Carolina from Eguafo-Abrem Senior High School. This my question is it safe to visit America?
Okay.
Did you get a question from a big block?
She wasn't clear. She said something
She
about
wasn't
visiting.
asking, is it safe to visit or to live in America?
That's a great question. The young man named Terrell was speaking on that. Most places are pretty safe, but there are some places that are very dangerous. And it's probably like that throughout the world. There are many places that are very safe, but some places are dangerous. So you have to be careful where you go, no matter where you are, whether it be in America or Europe or anywhere for that matter. So for the most part, you would be safe.
Okay, that's wonderful. Saying that most places will be safe, but some places you are not safe. So it depends on what you do and where you are in America. That's good. Is anyone having a question to ask? Any students? Okay, how Miss Naomi, she has a question.
Please, I want to know the kind and type of food people in America eat, if they eat fresh foods or leafy food.
That is a great question. I wish some of the students from Cardinal Ritter could answer that. Probably most people in America, and particularly students, they eat a lot of fast foods, where fast foods are not really healthy, but they're convenient. And because people in America are very, very busy, and they're always rushing and on the go, people eat foods like McDonald's. McDonald's is a very popular restaurant in America. I don't know if you ever heard of McDonald's. It's the restaurant with the golden arches. And there are many, many fast food restaurants that many people in America eat. America has an obesity problem also. Obesity means that you're overweight. And because people don't really sit down like you guys do in your culture where you cook meals. In America, because people are just tremendously busy, people eat out at fast food restaurants, and they're not necessarily the healthiest places to eat. But those are the kind of foods. And maybe next time when I do a presentation, I'll show you some of the kind of foods that Americans eat.
That's it. So it make us eat a lot of fast food because they have no enough time for themselves. You know, where the piece is done. But if you have two students who have questions for you, you answer. We hope that we jot them down so that later when we get the student back and have another Zoom meeting to get an interesting time. So ask a question, mention your name, let's go straight, mention your name and the question you have.
My name is Jennifer Issa, and I want to. I have found out that most of the students in America are allowed to use phone in campus. So why I want to know why are they allowed to use phone in campus?
Why are they allowed to use telephones?
To use phone, telephones, mobile phone on campus. But here in Ghana, students are not allowed to bring phone to school in high school because it will have influence, negative influence on the academic work. So why are they allowed to use phone in school?
That's a great question. It's one of the social liberties that is offered to students. I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's very problematic. I think it's a very big problem because it distracts students from being able to really focus and learn in the classroom. So it's one of those things that is afforded to American students, but it probably shouldn't be. So I don't know if I answered that for her, but that's life in America.
That's life in America.
Yeah, everything in America is not good. A lot of the behaviors and practices that Americans engage in every day are not necessarily good practices. And having students having phones in the classroom is one of them.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, after Miss Florence, is it Florence? That's the question.
My name is Florence Boy, and I am a student of Eguafo-Abrem. I wanted to ask that what are the things that you have always wanted to know about Africa?
Yes, it's asking what are some of the things some of the African American student, the high school student wanted to know about Africa. What are some of the things they wanted to know? because some of them, should I say, are ignorant about what Africa actually is. You happen to be coming here yearly, but most of them have not been here. What are some of the views they are holding about Africa?
Well, that's a great question too. And I wish one of the students from America could actually ask you that question. But a lot of these students in America have a very negative image and perception of Africa, because in America, most of us have been brainwashed. We've been brainwashed and socially and psychologically trained to hate Africa. The Europeans miseducated us, just like the Europeans miseducated Africans about Black America. Many of you all don't know about the struggles that Black Americans have had to endure on the slave ships from Africa to America, and the brutality that many Africans in America had to undergo and suffer just living here in America around Europeans. And so the Europeans who miseducated us, they taught us through movies like Tarzan. Y'all call it Tarzan, we say Tarzan. Okay, those are movies that made us psychologically hate Africa, and without us even realizing it. And so that's why this Pen Pal program is so important, because it's teaching us to communicate and educate one another. And we're also dismantling the ignorance that both countries have about the other. And so we have been thoroughly miseducated in America about Africa. And that's why Coach Reed said that he teaches his student about the great empires of Africa. You know, most Black students in America don't get that kind of education. So Cardinal Ritter is a very unique school that have the kind of leadership and teachers that teach that kind of information. But most schools in America, students are ignorant about Africa. But we don't know much about Africa. And so that's why this Pen Pal program is being created. And so that's a great question that you asked.
Thank you, my big bro. I hope I have few time to take some few questions. I have a gentleman here. You want to ask question? Please go ahead, open boldly and loudly.
Okay, I'm Mr. Eguafo-Abrem from Eguafo-Abrem Senior High School. And my question is, what will be your view or your feelings when you visit Africa for a semester?
What's my view when I visit Africa and what?
It's asking what to be that question will be for the student. If they are to be there, I wanted to ask, how would they feel if they have the chance to visit Africa for a semester? Or maybe a month or a semester?
So when students come from America to Africa, it's going to be an adjustment for them. The students in America are used to air-conditioned classrooms. In Ghana, you all don't have air conditions in the classroom. So that's going to be an adjustment for them. Students in America are used to eating fast food and always being on the go. So in Africa, you all prepare your food at home, which I think is better personally. So it's an adjustment. You all, in my opinion, tend to take education a lot more serious than students in America do. Students in America, they have access to computers and free internet and free libraries and many things, but oftentimes their focus is not on education. Social media has a very profound, powerful, negative impact on the culture in America. A lot of times, the music in America is very negative, in my opinion. But I want to say gangs or gang life is celebrated in America, which is not a good thing. I don't want to scare anybody, but these are some of the things that happen every day in America that have a negative impact on our young people. So those are some of the things that you can expect when you come to America. And also too, racism. Racism is a very serious problem in America as well. We have a big problem with police brutality in America. We have white police officers that are shooting down Black citizens for no apparent reason, and they get away scot-free because the system supports it. And so we have a lot of problems in America. There are a lot of good things in America that students can take advantage of, but this country also has a lot of problems too. And one of the biggest problems is racism.
That's wonderful. The other question. I have a beautiful lady here. She want to ask question. Come closer. Okay, now you can see yourself. So speak louder.
I'm Ojo Elizabeth, and I want to ask, as African American student, what view have you been taught about African American living in Africa?
She said, what view of something?
What view do African Americans hold about Africa? What view are they having about Africa?
Okay. Some people have a very positive view of Africa. Most people have a negative view of Africa. And that's what I was just speaking to earlier, is because Black Americans and Americans, period, have been very miseducated about Africa. And the reason why they miseducated us is because they never wanted Blacks throughout the diaspora to connect and to unite, because through unity, there's strength and there's power. And so this is the reason why Francis and I started this Pen Pal program, is to help you to better understand about life in America, to have people that you can communicate with, and maybe one of these days have an opportunity to meet with, and to dismantle the ignorance that both countries have about the other. So again, not to be long-winded, there are some people in America who have a very positive view, but probably most people have a negative view because of the books that we read and the way that Europeans have miseducated us in America. So this is the reason why we're trying to empower ourselves through education now. We're trying to break down the walls of ignorance. And that's why we have this Zoom meeting.
That's amazing. Amazing. Okay, my big bro. While running up, I also have a personal question. I hope it will be helpful to the students. I wanted to know, when Americans are coming, those born Americans are coming to Africa, it is easier for them to get a visa to Africa. But when African students or maybe an African wanted to come to America, difficult to get a visa to America. How come it is easier for them to move here, but when we are coming, they deny us visa? What is your view? What do you think?
Well, the long answer to that is because of racism, and because of racist policies, and because white people don't want other people coming into America other than white people. That's the truth, the harsh truth of the matter. America is a very racist country, and America opens the door for other Europeans and other countries to come to America, but it does not want people of color from other parts of the world to come into America, because they feel like other people throughout the world will come and take their resources or will come and take over their country. And so they are very, very selective about who they let come into the American country. So the answer to that is racism.
Racism.
Yes.
That's wonderful. My baby, your last word for my student here in Eguafo, they are always proud of you for what you have been doing for them. God willing, within the week or next week, because you have exams here, I'll make presentation of the bicycle you sent money for. God will next week. And we are proud of you for what you have been doing for the school. Really, really proud of you for your love for motherland and for Africa. So I wanted to know, what's your last word to empower the students, because most of us see ourselves as second citizens.
So my last word to the students is that I love you. I can't wait to see you in March. I look forward to the opportunity to develop this Pen Pal program. I hope that you all are committed to writing letters to the students in America in order to get to know them better and personally. And we will push the students in America to get to know you better. And it is our goal at some point in time to have maybe some students from Ghana to visit Cardinal Ritter in America. And we would like to have some students from America to visit Ghana. And this is our way of creating a positive international community where you all can truly be brothers and sisters and love each other and understand the importance of building relationships. So that's my message. So I look forward to seeing you all in March.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's
So just remember that I am your long lost brother from America, and that we're one family, and it's important that we unify and build and understand that we are our brother's keeper and our sister's keeper. And so I love you and can't wait to see you in March, and hope that you all will develop those relationships in America.
We love you too, and we appreciate you and hope to see you. I'm eagerly waiting to see you next year, March. And we hope that you'll come back again. Students will be welcoming you with open arms because I've been a blessing to them. Thank you so much. And God bless you and keep you safe until we meet again, God willing, next year, March.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Love you guys.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a blessed day.
Have a blessed day. Yes, sir.